Akira is engrossed in a zombie show, wishing his own life could be as exciting. Next, we see Akira securing a position in the production department 3 years ago, a job he had always aspired to have. Just before his meeting with Kasugi, the department chief, Akira accidentally collides with Saori, an employee from the accounting department. Saori kindly provides Akira with some insights into the business and wishes him luck on his first day. Following his initial day at work, Akira attends a company gathering at a bar. They inquire about Akira's college experience and other topics. While at the bar, Akira notices Saori and resolves to make a positive impression on her by working diligently. Unexpectedly, everyone's demeanor undergoes a transformation, and they become mindless worker drones. Akira notices their peculiar behavior in the workplace and wonders about the cause. Despite enduring numerous sleepless nights on the job, Akira returns home feeling exhausted. Despite the lack of rest, he remains determined to give it his all. Akira is informed about the company's employee-friendly policies, including annual paid vacations, anniversary leave, and mental health days. However, Akira sarcastically highlights other aspects of the job that are far from reality. A year goes by, and Kasugi assigns Akira a task to be completed within a week since Takahashi is temporarily unavailable. Saori kindly brings Akira some food as he has been working non-stop, even past his lunch break. Akira jokingly mentions that Saori is the only one keeping him sane, but later discovers she is actually the CEO's mistress, which changes his perspective. Despite the absence of Saori as a motivation, Akira wonders why he continues working for the production company. He contemplates finding another job but realizes he may not have the time and doesn't want to burden his team. As he enters his third year, Akira becomes increasingly stressed, to the point where he contemplates suicide. Seeking solace, he watches TV shows discussing workplace etiquette and the importance of worker safety and well-being. Once again, Akira wakes up feeling sleep-deprived. He notices a reminder letter on his door regarding an unpaid fee for his bike space. Akira decides to discuss the matter with the building manager, but he receives no response and finds the manager's door open. To his surprise, the manager has turned into a zombie. Suddenly, Akira finds himself being chased by an army of zombies, questioning the unfolding events. After some reflection, Akira finds joy in the zombie apocalypse, as it means he no longer has to go to work. Akira discovers a safe spot amidst the zombie chaos and ponders how to make the most of his newfound free time. Additionally, he expresses concern for Saori's well-being but admits that he would rather face being devoured by zombies than keep his feelings for her concealed. Arriving at Saori's apartment, he realizes that his boss has turned into a zombie. Akira takes the opportunity to inform his boss about his resignation, utilizing his rugby skills to tackle him out of the window, resulting in his demise. Noticing Saori's transformation into a zombie, Akira bravely declares his love for her. Subsequently, Akira ventures out at night to visit a store, reflecting on the direction he wants his life to take. The episode concludes with Akira entering the store, purchasing a Sharpie and a notebook, and transforming it into a comprehensive bucket list containing 100 goals to accomplish. Akira wakes up from a nightmare and realizes he doesn't have to go to work because of the zombie apocalypse. While enjoying himself by drinking beer and tidying up his home, a news reporter is shown reporting on the chaos caused by the zombie apocalypse, but she gets attacked and perishes. After witnessing this, Akira briefly ponders his situation before the thought of having more beer comes to mind. Unfortunately, Akira runs out of beer, so he reluctantly leaves his home to get more. On a nearby balcony, a couple who haven't turned into zombies yet spot Akira hanging around one of their poles. He explains his situation and plans to them, promising to bring them some supplies after his trip to the store. He enters the store by singing his beer song. At the store, Akira notices a girl drinking water. While grabbing beer, he tries to exchange numbers with her. However, she refuses and reprimands him for risking his life for beer. She makes it clear that she wouldn't team up with someone who doesn't have their priorities straight. Ignoring her comments, Akira faces a group of zombies entering the store. In a surprising turn of events, she grabs Akira and saves him from a truck crashing into the store to eliminate the zombies. Akira expresses gratitude, but he realizes that his bike has been damaged by the truck's impact. Finding a motorcycle, Akira uses it to return to the Kasaka's place, the couple he encountered earlier. Unfortunately, their home is covered in blood and severely damaged, leading him to realize they are either dead or turned into zombies. Feeling disheartened, he goes back home and contemplates his life. He retrieves his bucket list and begins crossing off 33 items before going to bed. We are then taken to a flashback featuring the girl Akira met at the store. She is working out and listening to the emergency broadcast on her radio. Attempting to contact the station, she receives no response, so she spends time jotting down activities to avoid turning into a zombie. With her binoculars, she analyzes the different types of zombies outside and takes notes. Eventually, she leaves her home to gather essential supplies but feels tempted to indulge in one of her favorite desserts, Sakura Mochi. Suddenly, Akira enters the store, singing his beer song, and we see the situation from the girl's perspective through the camera on her bike. She spots the car before it collides with the store. After returning home, she reviews the footage and notices Akira just before he entered the building. She wonders if she should have gotten the Sakura Mochi at the store. In the bustling atmosphere of Club Shoe Time, Shu and other staff managers find themselves defending their establishment from a horde of zombies. Meanwhile, Akira is resolute in his determination to locate his friend Kensho. Rewinding a few hours back, we find Akira attempting to check off an item from his bucket list, growing a beard. Regrettably, this endeavor doesn't go as planned. Amidst his facial hair experiment, Akira's phone receives a series of message notifications, notifying him that the Wi-Fi has been restored. This prompts him to reflect on how he hadn't had the time to check his messages for the past 3 years, resulting in an overwhelming influx of unanticipated messages. While going through his list, he stumbles upon Kensho's name. Fueled by the belief that Kensho is still alive, Akira becomes resolute in his mission to find him. Simultaneously, Kensho is struggling to survive in Club Shoe Time, confined to the bondage room and faced with a perilous encounter with a zombie. Akira reaches out to Kensho by phone and assures him that they will meet at Shinjuku, despite Kensho's warnings. During his journey to Shinjuku, Akira takes a moment to acquaint the audience with details about Kensho, a popular college student, Akira's closest friend, and a partygoer who later became a successful real estate agent. Although Akira was at times irritated by Kensho's advice to leave his exploitative job, he remains unwavering in his commitment to save his friend. In the climax, as Shu succumbs to the zombies, the noise draws their attention away. Kensho seizes this opportunity and escapes the room, eventually running into Akira. Expressing remorse for not having listened to Kensho and being envious of his success, Akira sincerely apologizes. They are then chased to the rooftop by the pursuing zombies. With a daring move, Akira jumps to a nearby building and urges Kensho to follow suit. However, Kensho reveals that he had never been fond of his job and had been merely putting on a show all these years. His true passion lies in becoming a stand-up comic, and Akira wholeheartedly encourages him to pursue it by quitting his job. Kensho takes a leap of faith, successfully making it across to the other building, shedding his clothes along the way. Later that night, as they talk on the rooftop, Kensho confides in Akira about his ambition to save the survivors of the apocalypse, although Akira remains skeptical. Kensho and Akira sleeping on the rooftop, and the camera pans to a close-up of Akira's bucket list, signifying the journey that lies ahead for both friends. Akira was engrossed in playing a video game centered around zombies, while Kensho took on the role of chef, preparing a meal for both of them on the rooftop. In a light-hearted banter, Kensho teased Akira about his dating life but wished him good luck. As Akira continued with his game, Kensho took a peek at Akira's bucket list. Despite Akira's suggestion that he should create his own list, Kensho decided to add some items to Akira's list, emphasizing his commitment to being there for Akira after saving him from a near-death experience. Akira then proposed a trip to IKEA to purchase a widescreen television, a request tied to one of his bucket list goals. During their conversation, Kensho shared his aspiration of becoming a stand-up comedian with Akira, causing Akira to contemplate his own dreams. Their journey took an unexpected turn when they encountered a truck driven by a zombie. Akira skillfully navigated through a series of zombie-related obstacles, leading them to take refuge in an underground section of a shopping mall where they encountered other survivors. These survivors, however, did not share the same optimism as Akira and Kensho about the zombie apocalypse. Recognizing an opportunity to fulfill one of Akira's bucket list items, Akira and Kensho decided to engage with the female survivors they had encountered. The girls, named Ryuka, Maki, and Yukari, introduced themselves as flight attendants, much to the delight of Kensho and Akira. Akira pondered how he could make their experience better, given the grim circumstances created by the zombies. Observing Kensho's success with one of the attendants, Akira resorted to a humorous stunt involving tequila to make one of the other girls laugh. Akira's plan succeeded, and all the girls burst into laughter. However, Akira had to retreat to the restroom to deal with the effects of the tequila. During his absence, Yukari checked on him. Meanwhile, Kensho and Maki explored a store together. Ryuka expressed her dissatisfaction with life, but their time took a dark turn when the man they were with turned into a zombie and attacked her. The situation alarmed Kensho and Maki. On the other hand, Yukari confided in Akira, sharing her concerns about her career and revealing that she had a boyfriend. Maki and Kensho encountered a zombified Ryuka, and a gruesome incident unfolded as Maki lost her life. Kensho had to defend himself by using Ryuka's suitcase as a weapon. Meanwhile, Yukari and Akira had a heart-to-heart conversation about their career dilemmas. Akira realized that despite his initial dreams of working in the production industry, his current journey had made him realize that his dream was not truly his own. In the midst of their conversation, the man who had been with them earlier arrived and attacked Yukari. Akira managed to fend him off, but it became apparent that Yukari had been infected. Despite Akira's efforts, Yukari urged him to leave her behind, confessing her love for her job despite her misgivings. Akira reluctantly departed and encountered Kensho, who had successfully procured an 8K widescreen television. As they made their escape from the area and returned to their hideout, Akira reflected on the words of Kensho and Yukari. He decided to add a new item to his bucket list, to remember his childhood dream. Akira resumes playing a zombie-themed video game. Kensho was busy checking the latest news about the outbreak, while Akira was engrossed in the same zombie-themed video game he had been playing in the past few days. Kensho shared some information with Akira about how the Self-Defense Force had isolated certain areas in Hokkaido, and that some villages had sealed off access tunnels. Akira took some comfort in the thought that his family might be safe since they were in Gunma. In a somewhat surprising move, Kensho decided to dye his hair yellow. During a conversation, Akira confided in Kensho about his desire to become a superhero who fights zombies, a dream from his childhood. Akira even added this superhero aspiration to his bucket list. To make this dream a reality, Akira and Kensho embarked on a trip to the aquarium. Inside the aquarium, they ventured into its backrooms, where Akira stumbled upon a random shark suit in a locker. With some creativity and the use of spray paint, he transformed it into his very own superhero costume. In a flashback, Akira had mentioned to Kensho his desire to use a shark suit as his costume since it was designed to protect humans from shark bites. Back in the present, a female survivor from episode 2 rushed past Akira and entered the aquarium with a group of people. Akira saw an opportunity to impress her by taking on the pursuing zombies. However, he underestimated the pain of zombie bites and had to call on Kensho for assistance. Unfortunately, Kensho could only watch as there was only one shark suit available. Nonetheless, Akira managed to defeat the zombies by tossing them into a nearby lake. Much to his disappointment, he noticed that the girl did not seem impressed by his actions. Akira later rejoined Kensho and the other survivors. Kensho encouraged him to approach the girl he had been trying to impress. Akira introduced himself, and the girl analyzed his behavior, questioning his motives for helping others. While she acknowledged Akira's effort, she raised concerns about the risks he was taking and how it could endanger those close to him. These remarks left Akira deep in thought about his actions. Suddenly, a loud banging sound grabbed everyone's attention. Akira and Kensho investigated and encountered a shark with 2 humans trapped inside it. As they fled from the pursuing shark and ran into more zombies, the girl pointed out an emergency exit. They all made a dash for it, but the girl pushed aside Akira's crush. Akira realized she was missing and decided to go back to save her from the shark. She questioned his determination to follow through on things, leaving Kensho feeling helpless as he couldn't do much to assist. The girl proposed a plan to defeat the shark, splitting up to execute their respective roles. While the girl handled her part, Akira confronted the shark alone. The shark initially overwhelmed him, but Kensho's clever distraction gave Akira the courage to face the shark head-on. The girl tossed batteries to Akira, enabling him to deliver an electrifying blow to the shark. After a fierce battle, Akira was able to check off his superhero dream from his bucket list. Kensho took the opportunity to ask the girl why she hadn't joined the other survivors. She explained that she preferred not to be part of large groups anymore. Upon spotting Akira's bucket list, she remarked on the irony of their differing goals. Before parting ways, Akira inquired about her future plans, and she expressed her desire to travel to a safe and sustainable place. She shared her contact information with Akira, revealing her name to be Shizuka Mikazuki. The episode concluded with Akira and Kensho planning to head to Gunma in search of Akira's family. Akira and Kensho were admiring expensive watches when they were in the mall. Unfortunately, they were met with a power outage and water shortage. In this moment of uncertainty, Akira gazed at the night sky, reminiscing about his hometown, Gunma. It was then that Kensho suggested they pay a visit to see if Akira's parents had survived. Taking this idea seriously, Kensho and Akira carefully packed for their journey and set off for Gunma. During the drive, Akira expressed his desire to acquire an RV to simplify their trip. They arrived at an RV show, where they unexpectedly encountered Shizuka again. Akira extended an invitation for her to join their journey, but she declined due to her lack of a driver's license. Upon learning of Shizuka's license issue, Akira and Kensho emphasized the potential risks of her driving an RV without experience, attempting to convince her to come along. While they contemplated the vast selection of RVs, Shizuka sought one that would suit their needs. Despite Akira and Kencho's initial suggestion of a luxurious RV, Shizuka found it inadequate. However, Kencho proposed selecting an RV that aligned with their preferences. In the midst of their decision-making, they unintentionally attracted the attention of numerous zombies. To evade the impending danger, they hastily hopped into a random RV and sped away. Shizuka voiced her belief that a virus had caused the zombie outbreak and that developing a vaccine could be a solution. Suddenly, they encountered a spike strip obstacle that led to Kencho injuring himself, as he had been riding a motorcycle. To their surprise, they crossed paths with a rival faction led by Chief Kasugi, Akira's former team leader from his workplace. Kasugi was astonished that Akira had survived and offered them shelter at his truck shop, complete with food, spare tires, and other necessities. While Akira was grateful for the offer, he couldn't ignore the strange feeling in his chest after reuniting with the person who had made his life difficult. Kasugi, however, had ulterior motives. He insisted that Akira and his friends work for him for 2 days and used the threat of zombies to coerce compliance. Kasugi provided Akira with a rundown of his tasks, while Shizuka tended to Kencho's wounds. She worried that Kasugi might find a way to extend Akira's duties beyond the agreed 2 days. The following day, Akira diligently attended to his work, noticing the overall sense of misery among the people around him. In a small act of kindness, he secretly stored some beer to share with them later. When Kasugi caught wind of this, he initially questioned the wasteful use of electricity. However, his stance shifted when his colleagues decided to throw a welcoming party for Akira and his friends. They left, and Akira observed how Kasugi was using zombies as if they were mere tools. In another scene, Kencho and Shizuka discussed Akira's situation further, pondering why he endured Kasugi's torment. A brief flashback shed light on Shizuka's own past, explaining how deeply Kasugi's actions had scarred Akira. The episode concluded with Akira working alongside the zombies.